So magnification is equal to -2 in the first case. Now in the second case, in this case, u is equal to -18 centimeter, f is equal to +15 centimeter. If you find magnification, you can compare both of them. So let us find first image distance v is equal to how much. So the same formula, 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. 1 by f is equal to +15 is equal to 1 by v minus u is equal to -18. Now you have minus into minus, so 1 by 15 is equal to 1 by v, minus into minus plus 1 by 18. Now this 1 by 18 you send this side, so it is in plus, it will become minus. So 1 by 15 minus 1 by 18 is equal to 1 by v. Now take the LCM, 15 and 18. So both of them will go in 3 table. 3 5s are 15, 3 6 are 18. So 6 5s are 30, 30 into 3 is 90. 90 will be your LCM. I am writing 1 by v this side. So 15 will go in 90. 15 will go in 90 6 times. So 6 minus 18 will go 5 times. 1 by v is equal to 6 minus 5 by 90, 1 by 90. So from here you will get v is equal to 90 centimeter. So the distance of the image also increased. So magnification will automatically increases. M is equal to v by u. So m is equal to v is how much? 90 by u is equal to how much we got? -18. So 18 ones and 18 fives. M is equal to -5. So now compare the magnifications. In the first case, we got m is equal to -2. Now we got m is equal to -5. So from this you can conclude that the size of the image increases. The size of the image increases. So when the focal length of the lens is increased, for the same object distance, the size of the image increases. Next. So from now we are starting question 2. The usable form of mechanical energy. So here first option is elastic potential energy. Elastic potential energy means like rubber band you can take. Next. Kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means energy possessed by the body when it is in motion. Next, gravitational potential energy means when the object is at certain height from the earth, it possesses gravitational potential energy. And fourth one is none of the given options. So kinetic energy is the correct option. The usable form of mechanical energy, we take it as kinetic energy. Next, 1 horsepower is equal to, so directly you have to mark the answer value. So 746 watts, direct easy question, and it is given for 1 mark. If A and B of the same mass can climb the 3rd floor of the same building in 3 minutes and 5 minutes. 3rd floor, same mass, same building. So height is equal to HA is equal to HB, MA is equal to MB. You know, the work done is equal to mgh. G is anyhow constant, mass is same, height is same. Then WA will be equal to WB. When the work done is same for both of them, the power depends upon the time. So whoever takes less time, he does or he has more power. So in this case, who has more power? The person who is doing work in 3 minutes, he has more power. So A has more power. They are asking the ratio of powers. You know, power is equal to work by time. When work is constant, you can take the relation. Power is inversely proportional to time. Then PA by PB will be equal to TB by TA. PA by PB will be equal to TB by TA. That means 5 by 3 is your answer. Next. Question D. See here, if the center of gravity of a meter scale of mass 80 gram lies at the 45 centimeter mark, then which of the following diagrams will show the balanced position of the scale they are asking. Now see here, they have given some diagrams. First we will draw our own diagram. Now this is the scale. Center of gravity of a meter scale of mass 80 gram lies at the 45 centimeter mark. So meter scale means, you know, it starts from 0 centimeter to 100 centimeter. 0 centimeter to 100 centimeter, and the fulcrum is given at 60 centimeter. 80 gram lies at 45 centimeter. At 45 centimeter you have mass 80 gram. Now the second mass they have given at 100 centimeter. So the different values are given here. See, in option 1 40 gram is given, in option 2 45 gram is given, in option 3 30 gram is given, option 4 80 gram is given. So now they are asking, when you have 80 gram at 45 centimeter, what is the mass to be kept at 100 centimeter so that this meter scale is in the balanced position. So how do you find here? You have to use principle of moments. What is principle of moment? Anti-clockwise moment is equal to clockwise moment. So anti-clockwise is here, clockwise is here. So you know the formula is M1 into L1, or some books R1 is written, M2 is equal to R2. So M1 you know 80 gram. So M1 is equal to 80 gram. L1 how do you know? From fulcrum to this 45, what is the distance you have to take? So it becomes 60 minus 45, which is equal to 15 centimeter. Next, here M2 value we have to find. L2 is equal to same. From this mass to fulcrum, what is the distance? 100 minus 60 is equal to 40 centimeter. So we'll write M1 80 into 15 is equal to M2 we don't know into 40. So 41s and 42s. 15 into 2 is 30 gram is equal to MT. So what is the mass to be kept? Which is 30. So option 3 is your correct answer. Next, question E. A body has kinetic energy 250 joule. If the mass of the body is 5 kg, then choose its velocity and momentum from the following options. Now see here, kinetic energy value is given, Ka is equal to 250 joule and mass is given 5 kg. Velocity and momentum you have to find. Directly you have formula for this. First, velocity formula. How do you find velocity? Take kinetic energy formula, Ka is equal to half mv square. Substitute kinetic energy 250, half m is 5 into v square. So 5 ones and 5 5s are 25, 50. Then this 2 will go here. It is in division, it will go for multiplication. So v square will be equal to 50 into 2, which is equal to 100. So v will be equal to under root 100. So that v is equal to 10 meter per second. So velocity value is 10 meter per second. Then what is the formula for momentum? P bar is equal to mv bar. So P bar is equal to m is how much? 5 into v is how much we got now? 10. So P bar is equal to 5 into 10, 50 kg meter per second. So option 2 is correct for momentum and 10 meter per second. Option 5 is correct. So Here we got velocity and momentum. Next, F, question F. A girl at rest at gate of her society, which is 3.2 meter above the road, comes down the slope AB on a cycle. They have given the diagram. So she is at this height. Height is equal to 3.2 meter. She is coming this slope AB. Cycle without pedaling. So when she is coming in down slope, she need not to pedal. G value is given 10 Newton per kg. The mechanical energy possessed by the girl at B is. Now they have given vibrational kinetic energy, translational kinetic energy, elastic potential energy, gravitational potential energy. We have already discussed in previous question. Gravitational potential energy means whenever the object is at certain height from the ground, the object possesses the gravitational potential energy. So option 4 is correct. Next. Second one, the velocity with which girl reaches point A. With what velocity she reaches point A. So, by using the potential energy here, this total mechanical energy will be at point B. Total mechanical energy at point B will be equal to potential energy at B. Because here kinetic energy is equal to 0. She is at rest. V is equal to 0 at B. In the same way, when she is reaching A position, she doesn't have any height from ground. So that at A, she will have only kinetic energy, no potential energy. So, all potential energy gets converted into kinetic energy. That means potential energy at B is equal to kinetic energy at A. So this point you have to remember. Potential energy at B will be equal to kinetic energy at A. So if I find what is potential energy here, what will be potential energy? mgh. What will be kinetic energy? Half mv square. M will be cancelled. 2 you send here. So V square is equal to 2gh. So V is equal to root of 2gh. Now substitute the values. 2 into G value given 10. H value is given 3.2. So 3.2 into 10 is 32. 32 into 2 is 64. V is equal to under root 64. So V is equal to 8 meter per second. So the velocity with which the girl reaches point A is 8 meter per second. Next, third question. If the mass of the girl is 40 kg, then the kinetic energy of the girl at A. Now you know kinetic energy formula. Ka is equal to half mv square. Now substitute mass value given 40 kg into V square is, you can take V square is equal to root of 2g, V square is equal to gh, otherwise V8 you got, so 8 square you take, it becomes 64. Half into 40 into 64, 2 ones and 2 20s. So 64 into 2, 128. So it becomes 1280 joule. So this is the kinetic energy possessed by the girl at point A. Now the next question. The potential energy of the girl when she reaches midpoint of the slope AB. So midpoint. Now we have already learnt the energy what she has at B will be equal to energy what she has at A. Midpoint. So from here potential energy is getting converted into kinetic energy. At half point she will have half potential energy and half kinetic energy. So whatever energy she has here at point A, in that half she will have here. So we'll just need to find half of kinetic energy at midpoint. So half into what is kinetic energy value she has? 1280 joule. So 2 ones 2624. So 640 joule is the answer at midpoint. Next, mechanical advantage MA, load L and effort are related as. What is the formula? Mechanical energy is equal to what is the formula? L by E. So L by E. Check here. L into E is wrong. E by L is also wrong. L by E. So when you send E here, it becomes MA into E is equal to L. So option 3 is correct. Next, question B. Which of the following statements is correct? A machine is used to have more output energy as compared to input energy. So we will never get output more than input. A mechanical advantage of a machine can never be greater than 1. If a machine gives convenience of direction, then its mechanical advantage should be greater than 1. For a given design of machine, even if the mechanical advantage increases, the velocity ratio remains the same. So this is correct. If a block and tackle system with convenient direction has 3 movable pulleys. So block and tackle, if 3 movable pulleys are there, there will be fixed pulleys also. So if 3 movable pulleys, you will have 3 or 4 fixed pulleys will be there. Then its velocity ratio. So add, it can be 3 plus 3 6 or 3 plus 4 7. Velocity ratio can be either 6 or 7. Work done by a body moving on a circular track is 0 at every instant because. So circular track. When you have circular track, the displacement will be tangential at any point and force will be acting always towards the center, which is centripetal force. What will be this? Centripetal force, and displacement will be always perpendicular to centripetal force, means theta will be 90 degree. You know work done is equal to Fs cos theta. So theta is equal to 90 degree. You know cos 90 is equal to 0. So work done also will become 0. So option displacement is 0 wrong. At every instant they have asked. So every instant displacement cannot be 0. Displacement is perpendicular to the centripetal force. So this is correct. Centripetal force and displacement are separated by 90 degree at every instant. Next. So this is completed. Next, E. Identify the condition required to hear a clear and distinct echo by humans in air. The reflecting surface should be rough, so need not to be rough. The size of the reflecting surface should be smaller than the wavelength of the sound. No. Sound should not be reflected back within 0.1 second. So the minimum time we generally take means it is 0.1 second. So within 0.1 second you should not take. Next, if a person standing in front of a vertical cliff fires a gun and hears its echo in 3 seconds, time is equal to 3 seconds, means he has fired the gun and sound reflection, sound he is hearing, sound is going back in 3 seconds. Speed is equal to 340 meter per second. Speed of sound is 340 meter per second. Calculate the distance at which the person is standing in front of the cliff. So again steps are given. Now consider what is the formula. V is equal to 2d by t. So distance is going front and coming back. D plus d, 2d you have to consider for echo. Next. So what is the speed given? 340. 2d by t is 3. Now 2 ones and 2 170s. 2 17s are 34. Now 170 into 3 is equal to d. How much? D is equal to 170 into 3 is equal to 510 meter. Now so first one 340 is equal to 2d by 3. This is correct. And d is equal to 170 into 3 which is equal to 510 meter. This is correct. So both 1 and 3. Option 3 is correct. Next, second one, if the speed of sound changes to 350 meter per second, so now the speed is increased from 340 to 350. V1 is equal to 340 meter per second, V2 is equal to 350 meter per second. How much distance? You have to find S is equal to how much, or D is equal to how much should the person move towards or away. So when the speed is traveling with 350 meter per second, whether he has to move front or back to hear the echo in same time. So for 340 meter per second, the distance traveled in 3 meter per second is this much. He is standing here. If it is 350, the speed is increased and the time is constant. Then V is equal to D by T. Distance is constant. V is inversely proportional to time. So when speed is more, distance is less. Less in the sense the time it takes less. Yes or no? So when the time it is taking less at this distance, he has to move back. Understood what I have taught? For 340 meter per second, in 3 seconds, he is able to hear by standing at this position. Now the speed is increased 350 meter per second. That means what he has to do? In 3 seconds, with this speed it travels more distance. Yes or no? More distance means he has to go back. Now steps are given to calculate. Now we will find what is the distance. So if you take the difference of the speeds is equal to 2d by t. Same. Here speed is equal to 2d by t. So to find the difference in distance, you have to take difference of speeds. 350 minus 340 is equal to 2d by 3. Now 10 is equal to 2d by 3. Take 3 this side. 10 into 3 is equal to 2d. 32 if you send here, it goes for division. 2 ones and 2 15s. Now 350 minus 340 is equal to 2d by 3. So option 2 is correct. And D is equal to 30 by 2 15 meter. This is correct. So what are the options we have got correct? 2 and 4. So option 4 is correct. Next, last question, question number 4. So assuming all lenses shown below are of the same material, state which lens has the maximum power. So which lens will have the maximum power? Q. See the diagrams. Which has more thickness, it has more power. More thickness, so more power. Because more thickness, less focal length. You know power is equal to 1 by F. Both of them will be inversely proportional. Next, in an electric cell while in use, the change in energy is shown. So in electric cell what happens? Chemical energy will be getting converted into electrical energy. Option 2 is correct. C. The diagram below shows a pendulum having a bob of mass 80 gram. A and C are extreme positions and B is the mean position. A and C are extreme positions, B is mean position. The bob has velocity 5 meter per second. Mass is given, velocity is given at position B. Assuming there is no loss of energy, select the correct statements from the options given below. G is equal to 10 Newton per kg. Now see here. Diagram is also here. Now we'll write the given data. What is the data given? We'll just write mass is equal to 80 gram. Velocity is equal to 5 meter per second. So this is in meter per second, this is in grams. So in mass also we'll just convert into SI units, kg. So how to convert? 80 by 1000. 0 gets cancelled. You will have 0.08 kg mass. G is equal to 10 Newton per kg. Now you know B is mean position. C and A are extreme positions. First, remember at extreme positions you will have potential energy and at mean position you will have kinetic energy. At point A, the bob will have only kinetic energy. No, it has potential energy. The maximum potential energy gained by the bob will be, what will be maximum potential energy? What is the formula? Potential energy is equal to mgh, as they are telling maximum, which will be equal to kinetic energy as well. So kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. You know mass, you know velocity, we will find what will be kinetic energy, so that the same will be potential energy. So Ke is equal to half into 0.08 into 5 square. So 5 square, 5 into 5. Then half into 8 by 100 into 25. 25 ones and 25 fours. 4 ones and 4 twos, 2 twos cancel. So kinetic energy is equal to 1 joule. So 1 joule is the maximum potential energy or maximum kinetic energy you will have. Now this is also wrong. The maximum height reached. So height will be, you know, potential energy is equal to mgh. The same will be kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is equal to mgh. 1 is equal to m is 0.08 into g is 10 into h. So h will be equal to how much? 1 by this. I'll just take 100 in the numerator, 8 into 10. So 10 by 8, which will be 1.25 meter, which is equal to 125 centimeter. So Ke is equal to mgh, because potential energy and kinetic energy will be maximum. Maximum potential energy and maximum kinetic energy will be equal. So Ke also have taken mgh. Ke is 1. This is the maximum height. This is the maximum height. That's why we can equate kinetic and potential energies. By solving, we got 125 centimeter as the height. So option 3 is correct. At point D, bob will have maximum kinetic energy. No, maximum kinetic energy will be at B. The maximum potential energy gained by the bob will be 1 joule. So 5 also correct. This 1000 joule is wrong. Next option D. Question D. Select correct options for total internal reflection in a medium. So what is total internal reflection? Whenever the light is traveling from denser to rarer, when the angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, the light, instead of refracting, it reflects back and it allows loss of reflection, means it obeys. Can take place in an optically denser medium as compared to an optically rarer medium. Correct. Takes place for any angle of incidence greater than 42 degree. It depends upon the medium. This angle depends upon the medium. This reflection does not obey laws of reflection. This is also wrong. It obeys laws of reflection. Can take place if the angle of incidence in a denser medium is more than the critical angle. So option 4 also correct. Next, they have given E. One diagram. The diagram shows the path of light through a right angled prism of critical angle 42 degree. Observe the diagram and answer the questions that follow. So this is the diagram. QP, incident ray in air. Next, ST, emergent ray in air. Next, QR, refracted ray, glass, means prism. Next, RS, total internal reflection has taken place. See here, total internal reflection has taken place, RS. Next, the phenomenon at the surface AC is. So at AC surface, what has happened? It has total internal reflection. It is reflected in the denser medium. So what is called total internal reflection. So option 3 is correct. Next, the angle of incidence at the surface AC is. Now see here, at AC, what is the angle of incidence? That means angles are always measured between normal and the ray. Remember, don't forget, don't think this is the angle of incidence. That will be wrong. You have to draw the normal at this point. So this is the normal. Now you have to find this angle. This is angle of incidence. Now see here, ABC is a triangle. You know angle A and angle B. Angle C you can find, yes or no? 30 degree, angle B is 90 degree, plus C is equal to 180 degree. We know this. So C will be 30 plus 90 is equal to 120. 180 minus 120 is 60. So this angle is 60 degree. When this is 60, again this is 90. Yes or no? At Q, this will be 90. So in this triangle RQC, triangle RQC, you check. One is 90 degree, Q is 90, C is 60. Then R will be how much? R will be 30 degree, yes or no? Sum of angles in a triangle, interior angles is 180. That's why R I can take it as 30 degree. When this is 30, you know this is normal. When this is 30 degree, then angle I will be 90 minus 30 degree, which is equal to 60 degree. So at R, what is angle of incidence? 60 degree. So let's mark. At AC, angle of incidence is 60 degree. The angle of incidence at surface AB. Now at AB surface. So here what is the angle of incidence? Again you have to draw the normal. I will do one more diagram. Here. So A, B, C. Now it has like this. So we have to draw one more normal here. We got here, this is 60 degree. This is angle of incidence 60 degree. Now here what is the angle we have to find? This angle. So what we will do? Again between this angle, you know it is 30 degree. And this total angle will be how much? This angle we don't know, but normal and this surface, this is angle of incidence we don't know, but this is 90 degree. In this triangle also. So let us take here they have given S. So AS, I am writing just U. Triangle ASU. What will be the value for you? 30 degree plus 90 degree plus U is equal to 180. So again at U what will be the angle? 60 degree. So this angle is 60 degree. That means what will be this angle? See, AC is a straight line. So here the straight line angle should be 180 degree. So if you know this is 60 degree, what will be this angle? 120 degree. Yes or no? This is 120 degree. Now you know this is 60 degree, then according to laws of reflection, this is your reflected ray. Total internal reflection also obeys laws of reflection. So this will be 60 degree. Then here also, what can be this angle? This is normal, yes or no? Now this is 60 means the total angle should be 90. So this will be 30 definitely. So 120 plus 30 is 150. So sum of this triangle, you see this is also a triangle. Then sum of the angle must be 180. So 180 minus 150 will be equal to 30 degrees. So at AB what will be angle of incidence? 30 degree. Next, last question, which of the following statement is wrong they are asking. Speed of light ray PQ is equal to speed of light ray ST. So this is PQ, this is ST, both of them are in air. So definitely you will have correct. Yes or no? This is correct statement. Speed will be same, but they are asking wrong, so this you should not tick. Speed of light ray QR is equal to speed of light ray RS. QR is here, RS is this one. So both of them are in glass. So for this also speed must be same. Speed of light ray PQ is greater than speed of light in RS. PQ will be definitely greater than RS because RS is in glass and PQ is in air. Next, speed of light ray RQ is greater than speed of light in ST. So RQ will not be greater because this is in glass, ST is in air. We know air is the rarer medium, so air has the maximum speed. So option 4 is correct because they have asked wrong option. So this is the specimen paper for ICSE term 1 exam released by board. So thank you so much. I hope all of you understood these questions. Please like, share and subscribe. Comment me if you want any other concepts. Thank you.